Okay, I'm gonna. All right, welcome to yoga. We're gonna start seated. Ooh, it's chilly in here. Got a sweatshirt going. So find an easy cross-legged position and just take note which leg you have in front. We'll switch that in a minute. Let's just do a few inhale, exhale, rainbow stretches. Inhale as you come over, exhale as you bend. And you can maybe even linger on one side or the other. Take a breath. Just kind of get a little bit of flow going. Really sing up through the sits bones when you come up through seated position, lengthening in the spine, slowing down there. Keeping your head over your shoulders and your shoulders over your hips, and your hips grounded and rooted. And let's take a nice little curve forward on the next bend. We'll just curve forward, let the weight of the head swing your arm around and up, and then try the other side. Big inhale as you sweep the arm over, and a big exhale as you let the head drop and swing the other arm across. Couple more times, just like this, easy and slow. Big exhale as you sweep the body across the legs. Good, and let's take the hands behind the back and interlace the fingers and just open up the chest here for a minute, sending the hands down almost against the sacrum, opening up the chest, looking up. And you can even take your hand onto the ground and just arch a little bit here. We won't lift the pelvis right now, but just give yourself a little arch. Good. Let's take the hands to the knees and do a little rib cage circle. Stir it up. Couple big sighs. And around. Feeling heavy today. My body is heavy. I think all this temperature changing. Cold, hot, cold, hot. Inhale, arch, look up, pull the knees to your chest. Exhale, round, look down. Inhale, arch, look up, drop those shoulders. Exhale, round, look down. And let's just come to sitting right here. We're going to do a roll down. So we're going to drop the chin to the chest, then the shoulders fold, then the upper back folds. And we're really dropping the top of the head towards the floor like you're raveling a chain link fence. Slowly, slowly walking the hands forward onto the floor in front of you and into a forward curve. Heavy head. If it feels good to rock a little bit here, lifting one shoulder towards the ceiling and then the other one, go ahead and do that. Whatever feels good. Taking the hands out in front of us, twist the chin to the left and look up towards the left wall. And then staying down with the spine curved, and then just twist and look into the right wall. So you can actually lift your chin above your shoulder a little bit. And the other side. Good. And slowly walk the hands up and across the legs. Give them a little rub down. And let's just do a very gentle, slow forward fold. Let's come up through the flat back. Inhale, flex those feet. Exhale, hands come down to the shins. And you can just lengthen here for a minute. Lengthen through the top of the head, root those hips. And then when you're ready, kind of walk down to your elbows and then slowly release. Gentle forward, seated forward fold. I like to do a little back and forth sway here as well as I kind of release into it. Big breath. Exhale. And let's take the hands behind the hips and inhale, squeezing the shoulders behind us, chin to chest. And then exhale and push up into reverse plank. Lift those hips as high as you can. Keep the chin tucked or you can look up, whatever feels good. Breathe. And when you're ready on the exhale, come on down and then recross the legs with the other leg in front. We're gonna, what did I do? Oh yeah, roll down. So we're gonna start here, just the chin to the chest. Shoulders roll forward. Try and lengthen everything until you don't, until you curve. The top of the head is heavy down towards the floor. Rolling through each vertebrae, walking the fingertips forward, and just surrender to the stretch. You can twist your rib cage a little right and left here. Big sigh. And breathe. And you can tilt the chin to the left, above the left shoulder, just kind of rooting that back, the left hip, but kind of twisting the shoulder up, and then looking to the right, rooting the right hip, and release. Walk the hands back up. And we'll do the same thing, extending the legs. Inhale. Exhale, lift the pelvis. And breathe. On the exhale, release those hips down. Good. All right. Let's come onto our knees. I had this idea in my head and I've never actually done it, but in my head it worked. Let's see if it actually works in real life. So the idea was to flow through a side reach that we've done before, and then back onto the knee, and then flow onto the other side. So we just kind of move through this curved position, and then scoop up, lift the leg, reach, and then curve back down to center, and then scoop the right arm, extend the right leg, and come down onto the knees again. So we're moving through this one-legged stretch that we've done before, but we're just going from side to side. So begin whenever you're ready, starting on your knees. Take a deep breath in, press the pelvis forward, stretch that arm up and over, flex the foot, Curve the spine forward as you shift back to center over both knees, and then come onto the opposite hand and stretch. Exhale as you come through. Inhale as you come up and out. Exhale as you come through. Inhale as you stretch. A couple more times in your own time. Try and press the pelvis forward as you stretch that leg out. Tight glutes. One more time each side. Good. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's come into rabbit. Grabbing hold of the ankles behind us. Inhale, top of the head on the floor. On the exhale, lift the lower back towards the ceiling. And the pelvis comes off the heels a little bit. Breathe here. And recover. And we'll go into camel. Grab your blocks if you need them. Hands to your ankles again, behind you. Inhale. Squeeze the shoulders together behind you. Big inhale, exhale, press the pelvis forward, release the head back. Tight booty. And come on down, good. We're gonna stay on the left knee for a minute. So coming back into that stretched position. Right leg is up, right arm is up and over. We're going to tap the floor with our right toe in front of us, and then draw a rainbow or an arc in the air with the toe and tap back. You can also have your arm here on your waist, and we're gonna just tap, slow and controlled with that toe. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Beautiful. Good. Lift that leg behind you. Keep the leg behind you, and we're just going to tap right behind us 5 times. Inhale, exhale up. And come down. Relax that wrist for a minute, and that arm, shake it out. And try the other side. We're going to draw that rainbow. Arm can be off above the head, or it can be on the waist. Trace the arc with the toe, up and over, up and behind. And leave it back, and we're going to do 5 taps behind. Good. And let's just release forward with our forehead on the floor for a minute, either in prayer pose or child's pose. Good. All right, let's come into all fours. We'll do a few cat-cow here. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round, look down. Luxuriate in this. Whenever I do this, I don't know why, I always think of bread and butter. Like the bread just wants the butter and the butter just wants the bread. Your body wants cat-cow and cat-cow wants you. This is so good for you. Just to really slowly articulate each vertebrae in the spine and match the movement of the body with the movement of the breath. And let's just add a little cobra on the inhale and then a prayer pose on the exhale, just to get the hip joints moving a little bit. Try not to drop the shoulders towards the ears, but press them down. Good. And let's tuck the toes and let's just come into down dog. Big breath in down dog. Wrap those shoulders away and down. Walk the dog, tread those feet right and left. And now we're gonna move between down dog and plank. And exhale, plank. Inhale, down dog. Keep going. Matching the movement of the breath with the movement of your body. We're just warming up. I'll meet you in plank. The next time you're there, you can also drop down onto your forearms. We're just going to do some hip twists. Right, left, dip that hip, right, down, and then left. And right, and left, and right, and left. Good. Plank, down dog. And let's walk those feet forward into forward fold. Shake it out in forward fold, wag the tail. Shake out the knees, heavy head. Say no with the head. And yes with the head. Then go ahead and just hang out here for a minute. If you want to grab the elbows and the hands. Couple deep breaths here. On the exhale, go ahead and walk the feet back out to down dog. We're just going to lift the right leg off the ground, and then we're going to lift the right hip on top of the left hip, and we're going to look under that right armpit. So we kind of stack the hips right on top of the left. Yeah. Open up that hip, look under your armpit and towards the ceiling. Woo, try to keep those arms strong and then bring that leg down. Big breath. Left side. Left leg comes up. First, the hips are square. Then you stack the left hip on top of the right. Then you look under that armpit. And you reach those toes towards the ceiling. And then you come down with control. And let's come onto our knees and we'll do a half chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, pushing through the floor to come back up and come into prayer. We're going to do that 3 more times. On our knees, half chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, push back to prayer. 2 more times. Oh, that last one gets a little difficult. Hang out in prayer for a minute, breathe. Notice what's going on in your body. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel in your head, in your hips. Let's come back into down dog. This time we're going to lift the right leg. We're just going to do a couple of circles with that leg, out, circle it down and out 3 times, and then circle it up and out 3 times. And then switch legs, keep those arms strong, fingers nice and spread out wide. Standing heel is reaching towards the floor. 3 circles in the hip joint in each direction. Coming into plank, holding plank. Breathe. Press into the floor. Abs are engaged, long line. And drop those knees. Let's come on back. Tuck those toes into the floor and just sit back for a minute, shake the arms out. Spread those toes wide. Stretch them out. Just doing a couple of arm circles. And then come on back. Gently tap the tops of the feet on the mat, just to stimulate the blood flow there. Coming back to down dog. We're just going to lift that right leg up. And we're going to hold and breathe. Try to get that right leg as high as you can. And when you're ready, swing the leg through between the hands and come into runner's lunge. Rock and roll here. We're going to do just a really easy, just up and down like we've been doing. From runner's lunge into pyramid with the head to the knee. Runner's lunge, pyramid. I've got my hands on either side of my right foot. So we're just kind of oiling the machine, if you will. Moving through the stretch. And then when you've done that enough times, you can lift the arm forward and try to create that long line between fingertip and heel, and then you can open up into a twist and look up towards the ceiling. Try to lift that belly, engage the belly button. Other hand to the floor, sure. Other hand to the, and twist the right arm up. Other right. Yeah. And then step back into down dog. Big breath in down dog. All right, left side. Left leg comes up. We're reaching that standing heel to the floor. We're lifting the left heel to the ceiling. We're pressing out of all 10 fingers, paying attention to the base of our palm, the base of where the thumb meets the finger. And when you're ready, step on through, runner's lunge. Opposite side, find your rock and roll, find your comfort zone here. And then we'll go in and out of runner's lunge and pyramid. Again, matching the breath. with the movement of the body. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, stretch. If you need blocks here, it's a great place to use them because you can actually put your fingertips over the edge of the front of the top of the block, and that gives you a nice grip. When you're ready, find your length, lift that left arm. Your left knee is forward and your left arm is up. And then twist the left arm up towards the ceiling. Look over past your arm towards the wall behind you. And then hands come down. Step back into down dog. And let's come on to, actually, let's come into plank one last time. Hold plank. Let's lift the right leg off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. And drop those knees and come on down into sitting. All right. Woo. Grab some water. We're going to do our pranayama. One of the things that happens when the weather turns cold is we forget to keep drinking water. And the hydration is even more important because of the winds, the dry air. Some of us are turning our heat on, so we need to definitely keep hydrating. All right, 20 breaths. Reaching through the inhale and exhaling through prayer. Whenever you're ready, begin. Three more. Last one, you know what to do. Interlace those fingers. Try a different interlace this time, something that doesn't feel natural. Send the palms to the ceiling. Walk those shoulders up one at a time. Create that delicious space between your pelvis and your shoulder girdle, and even further if you can, and then let that space continue as you slowly reach the fingertips away and down. Let's just do a few shoulder circles here. Forward and back, and then back and forward. And then let's do a couple of head circles since we're here. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yes, good. All right. Let's come on. Let's come onto our side. And we're going to do a few core exercises here. We can, you can come onto your elbow, your, whatever that is, elbow, I guess. And we're just gonna do that small little waistline core move where our top leg is extended. We're gonna inhale, exhale, reach the fingertips towards the toes, and then drop down to the floor. I'm literally coming off about 2 inches. Let's use our breath of fire. Let's do 10. Inhale and good. And come on up onto your forearm, and let's bring the pelvis off the ground and just come onto the forearm here. And let's just hold here, and let's make little circles with the legs to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, tight booties, 9, 10, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and come down, drop those hips. Let's do a little mermaid twist here, towards the legs, and away. Ooh, towards the legs, and away. And if you want to stay on one side for 1 deep breath, and then the other side. Good. And take the legs forward. Let's just do a really quick stretch with the right foot tucked into the inner thigh. Inhale, left foot is flexed. Exhale, release all the way down. This should feel really good. Breathe into it. Come on up. Good. And that takes us to the other side. We'll do the other side in a minute, the other leg. All right, we're on our elbow. Top leg is straight. Right top arm is reaching towards the toes. We're going to do 10 small little lifts of our rib cage off the floor with breath of fire. Here we go. Good. Dropping onto the forearm, pressing up onto the knee. Now I've got my knee nicely tucked, so I really press the pelvis forward. Forward tight glute. 10 circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down to mermaid, twist towards the legs, and away. And towards the legs, and away. And then stay on one side and take a deep breath. And stay to the other side. Take a deep breath. Good. And let's bring those legs forward. Take the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Nice deep breath in, sitting on those sits bones. And exhale, release over that leg. Grab hold of the foot. Wrap the left side of the torso down. Just breathe 5 breaths. And come on up. Awesome. All right, let's make our way back into table and then back into down dog. Go ahead and lift that right leg up and step it through. Let's come up to crescent. Crescent pose. Back heel is lifted off the floor, chest is lifted towards the ceiling, meets the wall. Drop those scapulas, arms are by our ears. Lift the belly. We're just gonna do a straighten of the leg and then a pulse down. 5 of those. And matching the movement with the breath. Your torso is moving forward and back as you straighten that front leg and bend that front leg. Don't lock it though. I'll meet you back in crescent. Hands come to prayer. And let's do a little twist here. Left elbow to right knee. Breathe. And come forward, hands to the mat, step back. Big breath in down dog, always settle in down dog. Give yourself that moment, lift the left leg, step it through, crescent on the other side. Find that position, make your adjustments. 5 pulses. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Slow and steady. Hands come to prayer. Twist it out. Press into those hands. Try to reach that heel away. Don't lock the knee, but lengthen. Woo. Yeah. And then come back to center, hands to the mat, down dog. Let's walk the feet to the hands and to forward fold and roll to standing. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Let's grab the inside of the foot, of the top of the foot. So that is different than the outside. Obviously, it's the inside, but it feels different. So it's a quad stretch, but we're holding the inside of the foot, which is going to automatically open up that right shoulder. Left arm comes up. Whew, settle yourself. Lift those abs. And if you want, try coming into dancer pose, holding the inside of that foot, top of the knee towards the floor. You don't need to tilt too much, more lifting the leg. And release. Shake it out, try the other side. This is the side that I have a hard time reaching. There we go. All right, holding the inside of the foot. Woo! That automatically just pulls my scapula down on the left side. Right arm comes up. You can just stay here. This is a perfectly challenging position and a great quad stretch. If you want, you can try to push that foot into the hand, lifting the leg, pointing the top of the knee down towards the mat. Standing leg is heaving up and release. Woo. Shake it out. Let's do a little pyramid stretch. Take the feet out, wide fingers forward. Let's just take our hands to our hips. Inhale. Exhale, tilt the torso forward through flat back and come all the way down, top of the head to the floor. When you're ready, release the hands from the hips. Grab hold of those ankles and give yourself a gentle pull down. Big, long exhale here, yogis. Let's bend the right knee, take the left hand in front of the right toes, open up the arm to the ceiling and send the weight back slightly to get that inner thigh stretch. Now lift the abs. Abs are engaged here. If you want, you can even try lifting your toes off the floor to send the weight even further back into your feet and get that really wonderful inner thigh stretch. Cross the other side, bend the left knee over the left toes. Right hand comes in front. Twist it out. Send the weight back. Lift the abs like they're holding your spine like a silver platter. Press out of the floor. Don't sink into that right shoulder. Press out of the shoulder. Come on back to pyramid. This time, let's weave the arms through the legs and try to reach the back of your mat. And come forward, turn the toes out and bring the heels in. Bend the knees over the toes and come into Sumo Squat. You may have to make an adjustment so that you can do this at all in any way that's comfortable. If this is not possible, stay in like a deep second position plie. You can put your hands on your knees or your elbows on your knees. And if you have your hands on your knees, you can do a little spinal twist by bringing your right shoulder forward and then left. Yeah, that should feel good. Whew. All right. Shake that out. Let's see what time it is. Oh my Lord. 5:20, okay. All right. That went way faster than I thought. Let's just do a few standing poses, but from standing. We won't do any sun salutation. So let's turn the right toes out, left heel in. Let's come into warrior two. So just give yourself a moment to find that warrior two. Yeah. Right heel shooting towards arch of left foot. See if you can just drop into that warrior two, like 1 inch past where it's comfortable. Yeah, right there. I can feel that. We're going to do a flow here. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, pinwheel down. 5 of these. That was 1. Whew. Good. Come on up. Other side. Warrior two. Find your warrior two. Give yourself the time. Line everything up. Knees over toes. Pinky side of the right foot rolling towards the mat. Sink into that. Little deeper. And then when you're ready, a little flow. Reverse warrior. And I will forget this when I'm doing it. Something, I'll think of it later. Can't think of it while I'm doing it. Press those pelvis forward. Don't let it rock back. Side angle. And back up. Come on in and just shake those legs out. I feel like doing tree. Let's just, I don't know, I need to settle myself here. Tree, anyone? Can I interest you in a tree? Just settle the mind. Taking those arms up when you're ready. Lengthen. Root and lengthen. Little scan of your body. Right into the other side. So we've been doing a lot of balancing between movement and flow. And then holding, scanning the body. Great, and let's step out. Come back to warrior two on the right side, right leg forward. Lengthen that front leg. Reach, 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 and tilt into triangle. Press the pelvis slightly forward to get that flat line. Check yourself in your alignment. Is your arm shooting right off your shoulder? Is your torso parallel with the floor? Can you drop a little bit lower? Can you take some weight off of your hand? And then go ahead and bend that right leg. Lift the left heel, take it to the edge of your mat. And let's just fall right into head to knee, leaving the hands on the mat or taking the hands to the back of the head. Let's actually rotate the toes forward and come into pyramid. Take the hands to the waist and bring your torso up using your core. Ha. Yes, beautiful. Left toes out, right heel in, warrior two, opposite side. Lengthen that front leg. Pull the torso out as far out as you can go until you have to go down. See if you can just slightly press the pelvis forward and then drop that torso so that it's parallel with the floor. Yes. When you're ready, look down. Bend the left knee, lift the right heel, bring that back foot closer to the front foot. Inhale, exhale, release the torso down over the leg. Hands can stay on the mat or come to the back of the head. 5 breaths. Good. Rock the toes forward one more time. And let's squat down into that sumo squat. And then find our way onto our butts. That was not graceful. All right. Due to time, we're going to do a bridge, and one last core exercise. So one bridge, feet flat on the floor, hands down by your sides, inhale. It's just your bridge of choice. If you want to do a full bridge here, I would say go for it. Hands above the head and press up. I'm going to do half bridge, and I'm just going to breathe here, 5 breaths. If you want to add a challenge, you can take one leg off the ground and send the heel to the ceiling. Five breaths with each leg. And release. And we're just going to do one core exercise here. Simple, simple, simple. Inhale, hands, arms above the head. Exhale, roll up. Grab those knees, little stretch. And then hands to prayer. Twist down to the floor. Right, left, and arms come above the head. Inhale, exhale, peel yourself off the floor, come to sitting. Hands come to prayer. Left, twist left, right, and drop. So you're twisting 4 times as you descend. Exhale, come up. Hands to prayer. Right, left, slow and controlled. Right, left. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, peel off the floor. Hands to prayer. Left, right. 2 more times, one each side. Yeah, baby. All right, let's take a nice inhale. Extend the body. Reach the fingertips away from the toes and tighten everything up. And when you're ready, release everything down into the ground. Swallow. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Stick it out. Say, ah. Give me a Halloween ah. All right, enjoy Shavasana. We're gonna stay for a 3-minute Shavasana. I'm gonna turn the lights down. Just release into the floor. Honor the work that you've done today with some stillness. That's our beginning bell. Bring yourself back to the room. Slowly, maybe give your face a little massage. Rubbing your temples and your jaw behind your ear. And your sinus, top of your nose, underneath your eye sockets. Find a way to come up slowly when you're ready. And we'll close our practice with awareness of the seasonal changes that are happening in the atmosphere, in the cosmos, in ourselves, in our spirits, the growth around us, the changes around us, and the growth inside us. Every time we come to our mat, we have an opportunity to feel things in a new way, be with our bodies in a new way, and appreciate what we can do and what we do. It's always a pleasure to meet you here. The spirit in me salutes the spirit in you. Namaste. Thank you for coming.